Kobe, now that you're in game week, how do you feel the state of the defense is getting ready to go down on your first game, first SEC road trip?
I think we're making good progress. I think we're going at a good rate right now. Just polishing up the details, and I think we'll be ready to go when it's time to.
Joel?
I think as we've talked to you before, Kobe, we've talked about the depth at the D-line and things with Aaron Odom and Jack Harris and those guys and things. Just now that we're on game week, just how comfortable are you guys in the depth at D-line and just what those guys can contribute?
I think we're pretty confident in those guys, but every day we're just trying to tone in on those little things, just kind of sharpening each other. So the comfortable part, I don't think we're gonna have a sense of being comfortable at all. We just trying to press the gas and keep working day to day. So we're gonna get better at that position.
Ben?
Kobe, obviously this LSU team looks a lot different than last year. It's just a lot of new pieces. What much of a challenge is that for y'all going in week one? You know, seeing a roster that maybe you don't quite have as much film on, or preparing for guys that just are in different spots and a lot of new guys as well.
I will, like with the first game, you always gonna face multiple challenges with being unfamiliar with what's going on in the current year. But I feel like the way we're approaching this season, 1 week at a time with a faceless opponent, I feel like we won't really let things like that distract us.
Tyler?
Kobe, it's been a pretty weird offseason to try to generate team chemistry. I know at the very beginning, Coach Leach brought all you guys in one by one to try to get to know you, and then the social justice stuff might have helped as a team. But other than that, what has Coach Leach done to kind of bring you guys together and make sure you're prepared to stick together throughout the course of a 10-game, pretty grueling SEC stretch?
Coach Leach emphasizes our philosophy every chance he gets. When he's in front of the team and he's talking, he lets us know the mindset we have to approach every day with, the focus points of every day, so everybody in the building be on the same page, full force.
And how effective do you think that's been? Where do you think the team chemistry stands going into a tough season opener against LSU?
I think we're definitely getting closer, and kind of probably one of the best chemistries I've had since I've been on the team here. So I feel like we're making good progress in that way.
We'll go back to David.
Kobe, we haven't been able to watch practice. So how would you describe what you're doing differently in this formation, or is it really that much different from what you've done before?
It's a little different, but the periods are similar as football. But with Coach Leach, I think the difference is the intensity. He wants us to be competitive with everything we do, so he just enforces that part of it. So that'll just be one of the main changes.
You've been to LSU before when it's rocking and full. Is it going to be strange to go out there and just have a small crowd and piped-in noise and kind of feel this is not the LSU I've been to?
I mean, at the end of the day, we still got to go down there and play football. We still got to play the LSU Tigers, so I feel like the crowd will be different, but that'll be one of those things that we just try not to focus on because we still have to line up and play football.
We'll go to Ben.
Kobe, Emerson's a guy on that defense that has kind of stepped into a bigger role, but that seems like a little bit more vocally as well. I guess, how much have you seen him as a guy that's maybe stepped into more of a leadership role in that secondary with kind of so many guys that maybe haven't played quite as many snaps as he has, and being just a sophomore, how has he kind of been kind of that guy?
Oh yeah, he's taking tremendous steps going forward, especially vocally, being a great leader, especially being a great model for the young corners, just showing them how to be a competitor and how to wake up and be that guy that you say you're going to be every day. Like that's Martin Emerson. When you're on the field, you're confident that you got that guy playing with you because he gonna give you everything. He got every play. That's a great asset.
And I know it's a little cliche, but is he a guy that plays kind of differently than a sophomore? Is he one that you might forget that he is kind of a sophomore?
Oh yeah, he's definitely bringing that demeanor. Like he's playing with a bigger purpose than most of the people out there. So like I said, that's a great guy to have on defense with you.
Joel.
Most years you guys would probably have a non-conference game or something to start off with, kind of, get your feet under you a little bit. But now you go into a season after a pandemic, and you're the 2:30 game on CBS in Tiger Stadium. New coach Mike Leach, Ed Orgeron, defending national champs. Y'all know all the storylines, but
Right.
just has that, I guess, caused the focus to be as intense as you can remember? I guess maybe heading into a season opener since you've been here.
Well, I guess since like the whole league is kind of under the same circumstance, we won't just feel like isolated when it comes to just having 10 conference games. So we just taking it 1 week at a time, not really looking at the flashing lights of it, just focusing in on our job, making sure we bring it with everything we got.
David.
Kobe, with the way this year has gone, like Joel mentioned some of it, and now an extended preseason, you're 3 weeks into when you'd have been playing. Did you ever think this day would get here when your senior season could go ahead and start and you just play football?
Man, it's like yesterday I was a freshman. Like it's crazy. I never thought this moment would get here, but it's here now, and I'm ready to embrace it and go out with a bang.
Thank you.
Go back to Ben.
Kobe, obviously with a lot of those young guys in the secondary, I don't want to say is there more pressure on you guys to get to the quarterback maybe a little quicker, but how much do you feel like, there maybe is a little bit some responsibility there to kind of hold things down and get to the quarterback maybe a little quicker this year with kind of breaking those new guys in on the back end?
I just think I wouldn't say the back end would be the purpose for that, but just us raising the bar as a whole. We're just trying to increase our play as a whole with the run stopping, with the being consistent with our pass rush as a whole, and then on the back end, we kind of raising their play. Like we challenging them every day. Like, hey guys, hold tight back there, give us time to get back there, and we're rushing to get back there so they can have time to cover.
Anything else, guys? Okay. Thank you, Kobe.
All right, yes sir.